huge thing that looks like the sort of polygonal version of the Cristo Redentor.
Now, where is the... Oops. Well then... Guess it's just us.
Yes.
What did you expect? Even soldiers know not to go near the Fal'Cie. You become a Pulse Fal'Cie, and you're finished.
What do you mean, finished?
Haven't you heard, Miss...
Vanille.
Huh?
My name. And yours?
Hope. Thank you. What were we thinking?
Well, since we're here, let's look around.
Mm-hmm. The Pulse Fal'Cie. Now this area is one of the first areas you can do a bit of
Check this out.
grind.
Hey! Vanille, where are you?
Oh, how convenient.
Well?
That's...
A big fork. And that's a big nasty thing. And oh, conveniently a boomerang just appears out of nowhere.
No daydreaming now.
So this area is one of the first areas you can actually do a bit of grinding with the monsters because oh yay, got my first other shop.
Okay, back to exploring.
Mm-hmm.
Better stay close.
Right. Now this area is probably one of the best areas where you should put one of these iron bangles and put it on Hope because his big weakness is he has the lowest HP of all the characters. So put it on just as a precaution. But yeah, this area is a good place to do a bit of early grinding because all the enemies here do respawn if you know where to go. So I'll go around this section once, and it's just another, because you don't really have any special abilities or anything like that, just do the usual press the auto battle function and then just let the AI do its thing. And this is also where you'll get your first chance of preemptive strikes, which are very handy because in this early section you can kill enemies almost straight away with the preemptive strike, just like that. But yeah, preemptive strikes are when you can kind of sneak up on your enemy unawares, like I just did there, and then if you do that, it puts their stagger gauge almost up to full immediately. And if you can do it on those Pantherons, it's really handy, but they're much more difficult to preempt. So your best bet, just let them fight as they are. And it's another one of those areas you don't have to worry too much about your health, because the things here don't do a great amount of damage, and you can usually have most of the things killed before they do any real damage. So your potions and that should be safe. And you don't, well, because you don't have access to. Oh, this is just what I was telling about the preemptive strikes. So it just basically explains that if you can sneak up on your enemies without them noticing you, like while they're like this. See, when they do the warning things, that means your chance to preempt is gone. But
No daydreaming now.
these enemies are pretty easy. I mean, gone in 2 hits, so don't fret yourself too much if you can't preempt them. They're not particularly dangerous. But yeah, some of these things, they let me open this chest. Oh, and I got another iron bangle. Yep. So those things drop these things called deceptisols, which make it difficult for enemies to detect you. So you use that if you desperately want to preempt an enemy. Now, because they're quite a rare drop, but they seem to be a bit more common around here, so this is why this area is good for grinding some of these enemies and stocking up on deceptisols. And also, if you really want to, if you get enough of them, you can sell them for a bit of extra profit.
Sure this is the right way?
It might not be, but I'm just here to do some grinding. Oh, wait. That Pantheron's respawned. Oh, that's handy. Well, we'll just kill it. Now, this bit, after you do this bit very briefly, you will get to a bit where you take control of snow. That's another quite easy section. And in fact, if I remember right, I don't think there's any enemies in that section. It's just a case of running around, flicking a couple of switches, and then going up to... Oh, Fortisol! If I remember rightly, that cast Bravery, Faith and Haste at the start of the battle. So this is another reason why you'd really want to grind this area earlier, because later on in the game those Fortisols are quite difficult to come by. Okay.
Daydreaming now.
So yeah, just feel free to grind this area as much or as little as you want. What I will do, I'll get to the end of this section and then I will probably I'll end this broadcast and then I'll spend a good hour or so grinding this area for all it's worth, so I can get some, see if I can get some more Deceptisols and some Fortisols. And also get these, get some chipped fangs. Oh, another Deceptisol! Yay!
Where do we go now?
You go to this bit that's got the question mark and a orange circle.
Not so much.
You really don't get it.
Pulse Fal'Cie and L'Cie are bad news. That's why Cocoon kicked them out. Live too close to the Fal'Cie, one-way ticket to Pulse. That's the purge in a nutshell.
If they catch us here, they'll purge us too. And
What's
then...
your problem?
What's my... Pulse is hell on Earth.
We'll be okay. Calm down.
Get off me.
Sarah?
Huh?
Can you hear me? Where are you?
Oh, sorry, this is the bit where you're in control of snow for a bit.
Don't worry, Sarah. Your hero is on his way.
Yes, by going for that big plutonium rod. So, yeah, pretty easy this one. Just remember to look back and make sure you grab this treasure chest. I don't think there's any enemies to fight here. Is there a treasure chest? I don't think there is, but no harm in going and looking. No, nothing up here. That was worth a look anyway. So yeah, just run down, go to that big glowing thing. Okay, tell a lie, there is enemies here. Pantherons, which are quite easy to beat. So don't stress yourself too much with these.
Nothing to worry about.
I'm not worried, don't you worry. Although it does get a bit more tricky since you've only got control of one character here. But there we go, they're not hugely difficult. Especially since I equipped Snow with that power circle, so he's got a bit more strength. Bam bam. And poof, boff. Done. Great way to turn it into an episode of Batman. Wicked Fang. There's nothing there. I don't think there's anything across there, so just knock this.
Just hold on, Sarah.
And then move this section on. Hey, and the Pulse Fal'Cie just plays Tetris with this area. And ooh, look, there's a big shiny platform. And lots of twinkly orange lights.
Still won't budge? I think the door.
Oh yes, now
Why didn't I listen?
Beg your pardon?
It was me. This is my fault.
Beg your pardon?
Cover your ears.
Huh? Oh, blast charge? Oh wait, hold on. All right, hold. All right, go for it. Make it happen.
I'm so sorry. Please let me in. Please?
that wasn't that noisy.
What? How'd you open it?
After you.
Okay, oh yeah, this bit. This is another one of these areas where it's good to do a bit of
Most folks can learn a thing or two about interior design. Stopping off when you
yeah, if I remember rightly, there's a bit of this section where you're playing as Lightning and Saz, and then you'll cut back to Neil and Hope for a bit, and then you'll cut back to these two. So this is these are both good areas for grinding enemies to get some wicked and chipped fangs, which you'll need for later on in the game. If you want to do some weapon upgrading, which I'll talk about when I get to that section, which is still quite a wee bit away. But as what I'll do, run through this section, and then I'll stop the broadcast and do a lot of grinding of this area, and then I will bring the video. I'll start broadcasting again when we get to the next big chunk of the story. So in the meantime, just kill a few of these enemies. It's always good to grind for more items and stuff. So yeah, if you grind enough of these things, you can get a lot of you get lots of chipped fangs and wicked fangs for that you can either save for later on when you have to start upgrading weapons, or if you really want to, you could sell them for gil, because as I say, gil's quite rare in this game, but to be fair, they don't really sell for a huge amount, so probably not really worth it. But then saying that, as gil is so rare, every penny counts. That was easy. Oh, you get some torn leathers as well.
Some kind of welcoming present from that first recon team?
So not too much trouble with these Zwerg scan droids. They go down pretty quickly. But if you remember that boss battle I did with Saz and Lightning, I think now might be a good time to equip, because we've got extra iron bangles. Might be a good idea to equip these two with them just now to take this thing on, because this thing does quite a lot of damage. But we're quite well stocked up in potions, so it isn't a huge thing to worry about. But pay particularly close attention to, especially if it keeps attacking Lightning, pay close attention to her health, because if the stupid thing, as I said in an earlier video, the stupid thing about this game is if the party leader dies, then that's game over, which I really don't get that. Nah, so there we go. It's good to keep her health topped up, because this thing seems to keep picking on her, but not to worry now. I got some more polymer emulsion, because yeah, Saz was complaining earlier about the interior design of this place, so kill a few of them, get lots of polymer emulsion, then we can repaint. So with a fight like this, just go straight for the scan droids, because they're the weaker ones, and then go for the Pantherons. Now, if you do grind this area, you don't have to worry about that big machine thing that I just fought, because there's only one of them. That thing won't respawn, but all the other enemies about here will respawn if you run back in and run back out again. Oh, and I got a new weapon for Lightning. Is it worth? Yeah. Since she's going to be attacking mostly, extra strength is handy. Okay, oh, there is another one then. I should remember the name of that thing. What's it called? A Myrmidon. Yeah. But in the meantime, let's just concentrate on killing that Pantheron, because it's the weaker one. So get rid of that first, and then focus your attacks on this. And anyone's health gets below into the red, just chuck a potion on. And with any luck, you'll only need to use one potion for the whole fight. But if he keeps picking on Saz like he is now, then you might have to use 2. Oh, yep, I think I'll need to use another one. Ah, shit. I'll have to use a Phoenix down then. And hopefully next time Lightning's attacks will connect. And there we go, gone. So I think, yeah, this is going to cut here, cutscene here.
Those things are still around. Might be some soldiers trapped in here too. Except they'd probably be FFXIII by now. Huh? Not even human anymore. Just Pulse FFXIII. Enemies of Cocoon. Can't show them any mercy.
Okay, we're going to cut to snow again. So it's been a while since I've played this, so... It's been a while since I've played this, so... Can't remember the exact order of events in this section. Oh, yep. But always remember to keep looking back and checking for treasure chests. Because as I said, if you miss them here, then you could probably you'll lose the items forever, because as I say, you can't really get to come back here after you've completed the sections. Easy battle, this one. Just make sure you kill this Zandroid, the Scandroids first, because they're the weaker ones. Boom! And this is the only section of this game where Snow gets that hand grenade attack. Handy for this bit, but then later on he'll get Blitz, which Lightning got. So just before I activate that, let me just quickly run up and check. There's no treasure chest. That's fine. So just activate that little bit, and then move on. And there comes that big platform. Then just go jump on that platform and move along.
Hang on, baby. Your hero's on the way.
Oh, quit with the cheesy dialogue.
Hang on, baby. Your hero's on the way.
Hope and Vanille just been standing there all this time doing sweet FA. But that did activate the staircase, so it's fine, we can move on a bit in this section.
He is here. Calling himself a hero?
He's coming our way.
What should I do?
Tell him what you need to.
But nothing I say will change what happened.
We could just run away.
Okay, and we're back in control of Hope and Vanille now. And you see all those enemies have respawned, so... Good section for doing a bit of grinding. So, what I'll do, I'll just quickly show you a way
Well, that wasn't scary at all.
that you can run to so you can get these enemies to respawn. Okay, more Deceptive. I'll show you a section where you can run to get the enemies to respawn so that you can you can grind this area for all these special items. But of course I'll kill a few things first. And this should be quite easy since we preempted them. And done, and done, and done, and done. There you go. And more prezzies, yay! So there's a doorway there that, yeah, you can see opens up just for you. Of course these things are in the way. Make short work of them though. There we go.
Yes!
So yeah, run through this door, and then you will fight another 2 Pantherons, and you'll get a treasure chest. So kill them, and then what you do, run back,
No daydreaming
and
now.
all those enemies there will have respawned.
Take this!
So I'll just quickly kill these things, open that chest, and then run back, and then you can see that they've respawned, and then I'll stop this broadcast and grind for a little bit, and then
Take it a little slower.
I will come back at the next important. Oh, there we've got more gills. So, oh yeah, don't forget there's a save point there. So I'll just run back here, and you'll see everything has respawned. So, as I say, I'm just going to grind this area for a little bit. So I'm going to finish this broadcast now. So I know that was quite a long one, and there was a lot of just sitting about through cutscenes. But yeah, I will see you again for the next broadcast. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.